Fellas, if your girl has zero skills at storytelling, zero combat skills, and looks like something a YouTuber would make in 24 hours, then fellas, that is not your girl. That is Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure. Hello my lovely robots and drones. In the most recent Steam sale, I got a little game, you see. A little game that had been waiting on my wishlist for years. A little game that had mixed reviews to say the least. But I figured it's a crossover between Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo. It can't be that bad. Little did I know this was going to be one of the worst games that I've played so far this year. I'm your host, NokyaTheRobot, and this is the worst crossover game that you didn't know existed.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like, for real.
Now, based on the title of this game, you'd expect that both franchises would have equal screen time, but actually no. Out of 16 levels, only 4 take place in the Scooby-Doo universe. And those 4 levels are completely separated story-wise from the rest of the game. In fact, the two universes don't even interact directly, so in truth this game is not even a crossover, but rather a Looney Tunes game that has a Scooby-Doo DLC attached to it. The only connecting factor between them is that the player character, who has no name by the way, is a friend of both Bugs Bunny and Scooby-Doo. Somehow. Guess we are a dimensional hopper. So yes, if you hope that you will play as any of your favorite characters, then you can kiss that wish bye-bye, because you are stuck with one of these charming fellas. We got such interesting options like dog, horse, parrot, or a cat that is piss yellow for some reason. But hey, the game has customization options, which you can unlock by finding them in the levels or by paying the in-game currency for them, which trust me you will have a disgusting amount by the time you are done with the levels. Speaking of which...
Tung 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 sahur. Anomali mengerikan yang hanya keluar pada sahur, konon kata.
These game's levels aren't that bad actually for something that looks like it was made on the budget of 5 Big Macs. But there are definitely some stinkers here. Most notably level 2, who decides that after a relatively calm introduction, the previous level, it is now perfect time to introduce zones that will instantly make you take damage should you fall into them or touch them. Another set of stinkers in my opinion are the two Area 91st levels, which have the most undercooked gimmick possible. Some machines that can shrink you down or up. And this mechanic is only used to reach some rooms. That's it. The only difference between being big or small is that you can make this one jump because you are small. But if you want to see what true boredom feels like, let me tell you about the Scooby-Doo levels, who have got to be some of the most mundane nothing ever happens type levels possible. And the latter two are extremely big, so hope you like 100%ing the game. The other levels in this game are fine. The cheese mines are my favorite area in the entire game. Throughout these levels you will find a bunch of coins, a disgusting amount of them actually, but you will also find weapons that you can lose very easily by falling into the void, or by touching an electric cable, or by simply getting grabbed and hugged by one of these charming fellas. The worst one by far is the tool that summons anvils, as you have to be really close to the enemy to actually hit them. The umbrella has an additional gliding option that you will rarely use, but other than that it's just a normal weapon. The Goofy hammer has a ranged option which automatically makes it the best one. Not that they are very useful since you can skip almost every single enemy in the game. The bosses are a boring bunch. We got an oven that attacks us with pizza, a heating system that sends blue men at us, and a robot. I don't know if my save file was bugged or not, but when I first played the game, no enemy could lower my health beyond the halfway point, which essentially made me invincible. This could be a glitch, and if it isn't, then it's a clear sign that devs had no intention in actually making the enemies punishing at all. And even then, if you were to get hit by an enemy, just destroy any present enemy or chest to almost always get full heals back. The bosses in the Scooby-Doo section are even worse. We got quickly jump onto this platform to grab a cannonball, then return to our cannon and fire it once, or quick, get these 4 easy to find crystals and put them in the correct pedestals. And the worst part is that in both boss fights, there is functionally no threat except a wandering ghost during the crystal one. Truly, peak boss design here.
Oh, that's a good kitty, I say as I pet on Kitty.
No, I'm evil, Kitty.
Said Evil Kitty.
This game has one complicated as fuck story to follow, which isn't helped by the fact that the game has no cutscenes whatsoever, instead having these small conversations between characters who have god-awful character sprites, and to make things worse, characters drop in and out of the conversation out of nowhere, like take this one at the end of the Cheese Mines where Bugs and Effie are talking to Speedy's cousin, then Sylvester randomly appears, then disappears, then out of nowhere the best character in the game drops in, then Sylvester appears and disappears again, and after some more yapping we are now in Area 91st with a German rat that we will never see again after this. And then apparently Duffy has disappeared and we need to find them. Just an absolute shit show. But this being said, from what I can gather from this complicated series of events, Bugs is throwing a birthday party with just him, Daffy, and the player character as guests. Truly, the party of all time. He got a new appliance from the company, Mock Me, which is a rival to Acme, and it ruins the entire house. So the next day they go to the mall to ask for a refund, then they find Speedy, who has images of aliens that he got from his cousin. So they go to the cheese mines to find her, where they also find Sylvester that has been brainwashed and ordered to eat Acme CEO, who just so happens to show up, and then Daffy just eats to Area 91st, where yes, aliens are confirmed, but we don't see one, so naturally we go to Acme's headquarters and find out that the robots there are spies by Mock Me, who is most likely controlled by aliens, and then the game just ends. I won't even bother telling you the story side from the Scooby-Doo part. One story is enough just to understand how painful this game truly was. Is it worth it? No, the short answer is no. I want you to keep in mind, I got this game for $3 and felt scammed, and this game costs $20 usually. The game will, if you really go out of your way to collect every single coin in the game, last around 4 hours. If you are not doing that, then you will be done with the game in less than 2 hours. So an average of 2 hours for $20 is absolutely not worth the price. There is no reason that this game, way over a decade after its release, should cost that much, and I honestly wouldn't even recommend you this game even if it was free, unless you really want to play bad games, or if you are interested in games that have completely dead speedrunning scenes. Like really, there hasn't been a speedrun record for this game in years. Probably because nobody's playing this shit. In conclusion, plain on acid. Goodbye.
Sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax. I just wanna be your Sigma. Freaking come here. Give me your Ohio.